Hi, I'm Miles Roberts from Chorley Group EV, and today we're looking at the MG ZS EV. This great car has been lent to us by MG. It's an early pre-production press model, so we're just going to take a look at that and see what people think. We're going to take it up to the Lake District. As you can see, we're here on the struggle on Kirkstone Pass, take it on a variety of roads to really get a feel for what this car's really like. So the MG ZS has been around for a couple of years now as a petrol model. This all-electric version was actually conceived from the very start. The car was designed to be both electric and petrol. Let's take a look at some of the differences we can see. We've got the MG badge here at the front, which you push that in and lift it up. That's where the charging port is. You've got 50 kilowatt DC CCS charging under there. You've also got some slightly different wheels on this version of the car. And you've also, of course, not got any fuel tank, not got any exhaust. You have instead got the battery slung under the vehicle floor. It doesn't encroach into the interior space at all. One of the things that you'll see on this car, it's got a whole lot of technical features which aren't present on the petrol version. So we've got some comfort features, like we've got the full glass panoramic roof, which has got both the sunblind on it, and also the front half of it opens up, gives a really wide open feeling to the cabin. Really makes it feel really premium. We've got a whole new centre console with rotary drive mode selector, and we've got adjustable regen and things like that. We'll take a look at that when we're in the car. So in the cabin of the MG ZS EV, it's been really upgraded and updated to give it a more premium feel. This panoramic glass roof, which has a blind which closes and opens, and it's got the front half slides over the back half, it makes it feel really premium. It's a feature you don't get on many modern cars. We've got this great centre console here which flows through. You've got a secondary area down underneath where you've got your two USB chargers and also a 12-volt socket. They pass through a little slot up here, so you can have your phone either sat up here or in the bottom tray. This rotary dial here illuminates at night, makes it really clear to see. Together with the electronic parking brake, auto braking for hill starts and things. So a lot of more care and consideration has gone into the construction of this cabin compared to the petrol model. Justifying its extra price beyond the petrol model, but also making it an extremely competitive product when you compare it against other crossover petrol and diesel cars. This car's coming in perhaps £500,000 cheaper compared to, say, for example, a Qashqai or a Sportage, and that sort of other crossover car which is the same sort of size as this. So you're not paying a premium for an electric car, but you are getting a premium product, and it really shows with the texture of the finish that they've got inside here. This striations on here look a bit like you get on a high-end laptop. This sort of burr aluminium finish on here, sort of knurled, looks great. So overall, yeah, it's a really nice place to sit. So what's the MG ZS Electric like to drive? Well, it comes with a suite of technical features which are able to make you driving more easy and friendly to do so. We've got MG Pilot, which is very similar to the semi-autonomous active systems like you find on Nissan with ProPilot and like Tesla's Autopilot. So it's got active lane keeping assisting, so it's steering you to keep you in the lane. Centered using a camera here which looks at the white lines on the road. It's got speed adjusting cruise control, so you can set your distance to the car in front, and that's keeping you at a safe distance. And if you indicate to overtake, it will automatically speed up to the maximum you've set, and then pull back in. It'll keep you to that level unless somebody slows down. So those features are great, and they really make driving a lot more easy. You've also got on this car a smart speed limiter function, so using the camera it can read road signs, and you can set it so that if, for example, you drive from a 60 road into a 40 zone, that it will actually automatically brake the car to bring you down to 40 miles an hour whilst you're going. So that's great, really useful feature that you don't have on a lot of other cars. Driving wise, well, it's great. There's plenty of power there. I mean, I'm currently driving in eco mode, but to be honest, it's plenty of punch even in eco. We put it into either normal or sport if we want a bit more responsiveness on the throttle. Total power is around 150 brake horsepower. 0 to 30 miles an hour takes just 3.1 seconds, so around town it's really quick acceleration. Range wise, well, so far I picked this up yesterday from Warwickshire, and I've driven it back to Yorkshire. The weather was absolutely awful. I mean, today, thankfully, the sun's out, but yesterday it was torrential rain. There was standing water all over the motorway. Really not a pleasant time to be driving. And I got around 140 to 150 miles on a single charge, so I think that's pretty good, really. Certainly comparable with what you'd expect to find in a Nissan Leaf 40 kilowatt or that sort of car. So I think really it's a great car. It drives really great, really easily. It looks very much like a normal car, so I think we've got a lot of people driving past us now not realising that we're in an electric car. This has gone away from the sort of times when Nissan had the Leaf, which looked different with those sort of bug-eye headlights and things. MG's made this look pretty much identical to the petrol car, apart from a couple of badges here and there that are different and the different wheel design. You'd be hard pushed to spot at a glance that this was an electric car. And that's what a lot of people want. A lot of people want a car that can merge in, blend in with the scenery. You know, these crossover style cars are very attractive, and they do very well in sales because people like that design of car. They don't necessarily want the car to look like a spaceship, they want it to look like next door's cash guy, and this really does. So we're going to take this car today to show a few other EV owners and prospective EV owners and get their thoughts on what the car is like and the features that this particular model has, and we're really excited to get some feedback. So you've currently got a Kona.
Yes.
And you've had a lot of electric cars before. You've got a lot of experience with this.
Definitely.
What are your first thoughts on the MG ZS? Obviously you've not had a chance to drive it yet because it's on charge, but what are your first thoughts on looking around the vehicle? How does it compare with electric vehicles you've owned before?
She's definitely built different quite well. That I can see. She's taller than the Kona. Build quality seems quite good, it really does.
And size-wise, it seems more of a bit more of a
The
family-sized
boot
car.
is definitely bigger. The boot is much bigger, and the seats are, like I say, very comfortable.
Yeah. But obviously, the interior space on this is pretty good. I mean, it's a good family-sized car.
Definitely, I definitely recommend it.
And you can fit adults in the back, which is a
bonus.
Plus point. Yep. So if you're taking friends out, that's also good. Well, thanks. It's great to meet you today, and
you.
to have a look at the car, and hopefully we'll get a test drive, in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, definitely.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thanks for watching our video. We hope you've enjoyed it and found out some information that you found useful. If you'd like to book a test drive with the MG ZS EV, please contact our Chorley or Burnley branches. You can find their details in the text below. If you'd like to put a deposit on one of these, I recommend you do that soon. We've already taken over 750 deposits in the UK for this model. The first 1,000 cars sold in the UK gets an extra discount from MG, making this price of this top spec car just $23,495 on the road.